Have you been thinking about remarriage but aren't quite sure if it's the right decision at this stage in your life? Tying the knot later in life is a completely different journey than it was in your younger years, and many people overlook key realities until they're faced with unexpected consequences. Whether you've been single for some time, recently divorced, or have lost a partner, stepping into a new marriage can bring a unique mix of emotional, financial, and relational complexities that you might not be prepared for. In this video, I will walk you through 7 important things to consider before saying, I do, again after 70. These insights could reshape how you approach love, partnership, and long-term stability in your later years. Too often, people rush into remarriage without fully understanding what it could mean for their future, only to face challenges they didn't anticipate. But with the right perspective and preparation, you can make a choice that brings genuine happiness, peace of mind, and a strong foundation for the years ahead. Stick around until the end. These 7 key points could be exactly what you need to make a wise and fulfilling decision. Whether you're seriously contemplating remarriage or just starting to explore the idea, this is a conversation worth having. Let's dive in. Living arrangements can be a big deal. Choosing where and how to live after remarriage is more than just a logistical detail. It's a significant lifestyle decision that can greatly impact your happiness and well-being. At this stage in life, both partners often come with established homes, routines, and preferences, making the process of blending households both exciting and challenging. One of the first decisions to make is whether to live together in a new or existing home or to maintain separate residences. This choice can affect daily routines, finances, and personal space. If deciding to move in together, consider whether to sell one home, buy a new one, or rent. Each option has financial and emotional implications. Selling a beloved home can be emotionally taxing, while buying a new property requires careful financial planning. Renting might offer flexibility but could lack the permanence some desire. Differences in lifestyle preferences, such as urban versus rural living or minimalist versus collector tendencies, can lead to conflicts if not addressed. Consider the experience of Tom, 70, and Carol, 68. Deeply in love, they faced a significant challenge when deciding where to live. Tom cherished the vibrant life of the city, while Carol found peace in the tranquility of the countryside. Recognizing the importance of compromise, they sought a location that offered access to both environments, ensuring both could enjoy their preferred lifestyles. This thoughtful approach allowed them to blend their preferences successfully, enhancing their shared happiness. When deciding on living arrangements after remarriage, open communication is essential. Honest discussions about preferences, expectations, and concerns help both partners understand each other's needs, leading to mutually agreeable solutions. Exploring housing options together by visiting potential homes or neighborhoods allows both partners to assess the environment and its suitability for their lifestyles. Proximity to family, healthcare facilities, and social activities should also be considered to support well-being. Evaluating the financial implications of each choice is another crucial step. Understanding moving costs, potential home modifications, and ongoing expenses helps both partners make an informed decision. Seeking guidance from a financial advisor can provide clarity and ensure financial preparedness. Respecting individual preferences and routines plays a significant role in maintaining harmony. A balance between shared and personal spaces is important for long-term happiness and comfort. Finally, planning for future needs, such as accessibility requirements and proximity to healthcare services, ensures that the living arrangement remains suitable as both partners age. By addressing these factors proactively, couples can create a comfortable and supportive living environment that aligns with their shared and individual needs. Health and caregiving responsibilities can shift. As individuals age, health becomes an increasingly significant aspect of daily life, especially in remarriage after 60. When a couple enters into a second marriage at this stage, they often bring with them a lifetime of personal health histories and potential challenges. Health issues such as mobility limitations, cognitive decline, and chronic illnesses can dramatically alter the dynamics of the relationship. One spouse may suddenly become the primary caregiver, a role that can be physically, emotionally, and financially taxing. The caregiving responsibilities may include managing medical treatments, making decisions about healthcare, and helping with daily tasks that were once handled independently. This shift can lead to feelings of stress, frustration, and even resentment, especially if the caregiver is unprepared for the significant demands of the role. As these health challenges develop, they can create a sense of imbalance in the relationship, with one partner shouldering most of the responsibility while the other may feel increasingly dependent or vulnerable. The impact of health-related changes can also strain the emotional connection between partners. The nature of caregiving can sometimes take away the ability to simply enjoy each other's company, as one partner may feel overwhelmed or burdened by the demands of their spouse's health issues. Consider Linda, 66, who remarried a man in his early 70s. 5 years into their marriage, he began exhibiting signs of early dementia. Linda unexpectedly found herself making medical decisions, managing medications, and coping with emotional stress she hadn't anticipated. This situation underscores the importance of preparing for unforeseen health challenges in later life marriages. To effectively navigate health and caregiving responsibilities in remarriage, it's important to take proactive steps. First, engage in open discussions with your partner about health expectations, caregiving preferences, and possible future scenarios. These conversations foster mutual understanding and help both partners prepare for challenges ahead. Additionally, review and update legal documents like wills, powers of attorney, healthcare proxies, and living wills to ensure they reflect both partners' wishes. This step prevents conflicts and ensures that future decisions align with individual desires. Another crucial step is to assess long-term care options. Explore insurance policies, particularly shared care riders, which offer pooled benefits for couples, providing more flexibility and enhanced coverage for either partner's care needs. Establishing a support network is also vital. Building a team of professionals such as elder law attorneys, financial advisors, and healthcare providers can assist in planning and managing caregiving responsibilities. Joining support groups also offers emotional support and practical advice. Finally, developing a comprehensive financial plan to address caregiving costs, including home modifications, medical expenses, and long-term care services, ensures that both partners can access necessary care without undue financial strain. Love in later life encompasses not only companionship, but also shared responsibilities, especially concerning health and caregiving. Proactively addressing these aspects through open communication, legal preparedness, and financial planning can lead to a sustainable and fulfilling partnership, allowing both spouses to navigate health challenges together with confidence and mutual support. Legal implications of remarrying. Embarking on a new marriage after 60 brings profound personal joy, but it also introduces significant legal considerations that can impact your assets, healthcare decisions, and family dynamics. Understanding these implications is crucial to safeguard your interests and those of your loved ones. In remarriage, your new spouse may acquire legal claims to your assets, potentially affecting your children's inheritance. Without clear legal directives, assets might automatically transfer to a surviving spouse, potentially disinheriting children from previous relationships. Establishing a trust can secure assets for your children while providing for your spouse, mitigating conflict, and ensuring fair inheritance distribution. Absent specific legal documents, such as a medical power of attorney, your spouse may have the legal right to make medical decisions on your behalf. This authority can override your personal preferences if you're unable to communicate them. It's essential to designate a trusted individual through legal documentation to ensure your healthcare wishes are honored. Prenuptial agreements serve as vital tools in clarifying financial responsibilities and protecting the interests of children from previous marriages. These agreements can outline asset division, spousal support, and other financial matters, providing transparency and reducing potential conflicts. Given the rise of silver splitters, divorcees over 65 who fear losing assets upon remarriage, a prenuptial agreement can offer peace of mind and legal clarity. Consider James, 70, who wanted to ensure his children's inheritance was protected after finding a new partner. To address potential concerns, he and his fiancée decided to create a prenuptial agreement that clearly outlined how their assets would be divided. This proactive legal step not only brought peace of mind to James, but also help to maintain good relationships between his new spouse and his children, preventing any future disputes over inheritance. Proactive legal preparedness is crucial when remarriage is on the horizon to ensure that assets, healthcare decisions, and family dynamics are managed effectively. Start by consulting an estate planning attorney to navigate asset distribution, healthcare directives, and prenuptial agreements. This ensures your interests are protected and prevents future conflicts. Update your wills and trusts to reflect your current wishes, especially after remarriage, and review beneficiary designations regularly to avoid surprises. Establish healthcare directives, designating a medical power of attorney and outlining healthcare preferences to ensure your wishes are honored if you become incapacitated. Finally, have open conversations with family members about your plans to manage expectations and prevent misunderstandings. By taking these proactive steps, you can safeguard your future, protect your loved ones, and foster harmony in your relationships as you begin this new chapter of your life. Navigating family dynamics. Embarking on a new marriage after 60 is a significant milestone, offering companionship and renewed joy. However, blending families at this stage involves more than uniting two individuals. It's about merging rich histories, traditions, and complex relationships. This process can introduce unique challenges that require thoughtful navigation. Adult children may experience a range of emotions toward their parents' new spouse. Feelings of loyalty to a deceased parent can create internal conflicts, making it difficult to accept a step-parent. Research indicates that adult stepchildren often harbor ambivalent feelings toward their step-parents, which can lead to challenges in caregiving and family interactions. Financial matters can further complicate these relationships. Discussions about inheritance and asset distribution may arise, potentially causing tension if not addressed transparently. Grandchildren might feel uncertain about a new family member entering their lives. They may struggle to understand their evolving family structure, leading to feelings of confusion or displacement. The broader family network, including siblings, cousins, and in-laws, may have their own expectations and opinions about the remarriage. These perspectives can influence the couple's relationship dynamics, especially if there are differing views on family traditions or the allocation of family resources. It's essential to acknowledge these viewpoints and, when possible, find common ground to maintain family harmony. Consider the experience of James, 70, who remarried after being widowed for 5 years. He hoped that his adult children would embrace his new wife, but instead he found himself navigating difficult conversations about how his assets would be divided, the impact on family gatherings, and his children's feelings about a new family dynamic. These discussions were fraught with tension, highlighting fears about losing their late mother's place in their lives. James learned that proactive communication and setting clear boundaries were crucial in addressing these issues. To successfully navigate the complexities of remarrying later in life, it's essential to implement thoughtful strategies. First, open and honest communication with family members is key. Having candid conversations about expectations, concerns, and boundaries will help ensure everyone is on the same page and prevent misunderstandings. Additionally, it's important to involve family members in decision-making, especially when it comes to significant events like holidays or family gatherings. Another crucial strategy is to seek professional guidance. Consulting with a family therapist or counselor can provide insights into managing emotional dynamics and offer practical tools for smoothing over potential conflicts. Financial and legal planning also plays a vital role. Lastly, patience and empathy are essential throughout this process. Blending families takes time, and each family member may have their own unique emotional response to the change. By approaching these challenges with understanding and compassion, families can foster stronger, more harmonious relationships. Shifting financial landscape. Getting married later in life can be a beautiful step forward, bringing companionship, emotional support, and shared purpose. But beyond the romance, there are important financial and legal considerations that can significantly change your situation. Many people assume their finances are already in order, but remarriage after 60 can alter things like Social Security, retirement savings, pensions, and inheritance plans in ways that are easy to overlook. For starters, if you're receiving Social Security benefits based on a former spouse's record, You could lose those benefits upon remarriage, unless you remarry after age 60. Widows or widowers who remarry before 60 generally lose those survivor benefits. But if they wait until after 60 or 50 if disabled, they usually remain eligible. However, the rules can be complex, so checking with a Social Security advisor is always a smart move. Your retirement savings may also need rethinking. When you remarry, your financial landscape changes. Even if you and your partner keep finances mostly separate, state laws can still affect how assets are divided in the event of death or divorce. That's why many older couples choose to sign premarital agreements. While it might feel unromantic, these agreements help clarify who owns what and what happens to assets if the marriage ends. This step is particularly important when adult children or grandchildren are involved, to make sure inheritances go where they're intended. Pensions and survivor benefits can also be affected. Some pension plans, especially government or military ones, may stop paying benefits to a surviving spouse if that person remarries. It's crucial to review the specific terms of any pension plan involved to avoid surprises later on. Estate planning is another area that requires close attention. Consider the case of Margaret, 68, who remarried after being divorced for several years. She thought her will, written a decade earlier, still protected her two sons' inheritance. But because she hadn't updated it and hadn't changed the beneficiary on her retirement accounts, her new spouse was legally entitled to a significant portion. This created tension within the family, and Margaret had to work with an estate planner to revise her documents and ensure her wishes were clear. To avoid issues like Margaret's, it's important to review all estate documents and beneficiary designations after remarriage. Talk with a financial advisor and estate attorney to make sure your intentions are clearly written out and your assets are protected. In short, remarriage after 60 brings joy, but it also brings changes. It's worth taking the time to protect your financial future for yourself and your loved ones. Evolving perspectives on happiness. As we journey through life, our understanding and experience of happiness naturally evolve. In our 60s and beyond, happiness often shifts from the pursuit of new achievements to the appreciation of the life we've cultivated. This phase emphasizes fulfillment, companionship, and inner peace over external accomplishments. It's essential to introspect on what truly brings joy in later years. Consider the following questions. Does this relationship support the kind of happiness I seek now? Is it founded on mutual understanding and respect for independence? Does it enhance my life or introduce complications? These reflections can guide decisions that align with your current desires and well-being. Studies indicate that happiness tends to fluctuate across the lifespan. Life satisfaction often peaks at age 70. This period is marked by reduced career pressures and a heightened sense of accomplishment, contributing to a more relaxed and contented outlook. Adopting certain habits can significantly enhance happiness in later life. Maintaining social connections is vital, as it provides emotional support, combats loneliness, and fosters a sense of belonging. Staying physically active, such as through walking or yoga, improves physical health and boosts mood, reducing stress and enhancing energy levels. Engaging in lifelong learning by exploring new hobbies or educational pursuits keeps the mind sharp and provides a sense of accomplishment. Practicing gratitude, focusing on the positive, and expressing thankfulness helps cultivate an optimistic mindset and increases contentment. Finally, giving back to the community through volunteering or helping others brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment, reinforcing feelings of connection. These habits work together to promote overall well-being, happiness, and a more fulfilling life in later years. In this stage of life, happiness often stems from savoring the present moment and appreciating past achievements. Psychologist Jennifer Aker identifies this as the savoring stage, where happiness is linked to contentment and gratitude for one's journey. Balancing independence and companionship. Embarking on a new marriage after the age of 60 often shifts the focus from building a life together from the ground up to seeking companionship and mutual emotional support, all while maintaining cherished personal independence. At this stage, individuals typically have well-established routines, habits, and values. Introducing a new partner means blending these personal histories, which can lead to both enriching experiences and potential challenges. It's common for individuals entering later life marriages to have differing views on independence and togetherness. For instance, one partner may highly value personal space and autonomy, having grown accustomed to managing their own affairs post-divorce or widowhood. In contrast, the other may seek more closeness in shared activities. Recognizing and respecting these differences is crucial. Open discussions about expectations regarding personal time, social engagements, and household responsibilities can help in finding a harmonious balance. Establishing clear boundaries and maintaining open lines of communication are vital in addressing potential conflicts arising from differing emotional needs. Discussing topics such as daily routines, financial management, and social interactions can prevent misunderstandings. It's essential to express one's needs and listen actively to the partner's desires, fostering an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Before entering remarriage, it's beneficial to reflect on personal readiness and emotional preparedness. Questions to consider include, do I want to live together or maintain separate residences? How much daily interaction feels comfortable? Am I emotionally ready to blend two lives with all their complexities? Understanding one's own expectations and being open about them with a partner can help in aligning goals and building a fulfilling relationship. Stories of individuals finding love in their later years offer valuable perspectives. For example, Bernard Snyder, 98, and Joe Cartwright, 96, both widowed, met at a retirement home and married in November 2024. Their journey highlights that it's never too late to find companionship and that blending lives requires patience, understanding, and a willingness to adapt. Navigating the emotional landscape of remarriage after 60 involves balancing the desire for companionship with the need for personal independence. Through open communication, mutual respect, and a willingness to adapt, couples can create a fulfilling partnership that honors both shared and individual aspirations. Embracing this new chapter with empathy and understanding can lead to a harmonious and enriching relationship in the later years of life. Remarrying after 60 can be rewarding, but it brings unique challenges that need thoughtful planning. Open communication with your partner and setting realistic expectations are key to navigating this new chapter. Being prepared emotionally, financially, and legally can ensure a fulfilling and successful relationship in later years. If you found this helpful, leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you stay updated with all our future content. Your support means a lot and helps us continue providing valuable insights.